Welcome back to part 3 of Business Process Outsourcing series. In part 1, I spoke about the definition of business process outsourcing. What is business process outsourcing? Try to demystify that for you. In the second part, we spoke about the risks associated with business process outsourcing. Please feel free to view these 2 videos of this series. In part 3 today, we'll be looking at some of the critical success factors for business process outsourcing or information technology enabled services. Clear service level agreements are important for you to have in your service contract with your contractor. So what are some of the critical success factors that should be included in this service level agreement? One is a clear articulation of the ongoing relationship between the service contractor and yourselves. And this relationship must be at a very high level. Even though the outsourced service is a non-core service to your business, it's important that your contractor gets to see that it's still an important aspect of your business. And therefore, do not leave that engagement to lower levels of staff. Manage it at a high level. Manage it from a business to business perspective. The second critical success factor is to ensure that you have articulated what the quality assurances are, what the quality control process will look like. You must maintain a hold on quality control on these areas. Another success factor that you want to include in your contract is possibly training. You do need to take into consideration that maybe at some point you may want to take back this outsourced service. When you're taking it back, you want to be sure that you have built capability internally to handle this aspect. Maybe at some point of your business growth, it will become core to your business that it is handled in-house. So some level of competency building, some level of capability building will be important between yourselves and the service contractor. Even for you to be able to manage this contract, it's good for you to know what happens in your contractor site. Another critical success factor is trying to manage the cultural differences between the 2 organizations. This is very important, especially if they're going to be handling your customers. So if you're a customer-centric organization, you then want to ensure that the service contractor is aware of this and treats your customers the same way that you would treat them, so that customers do not feel a difference in the way that they're treated by an outsourced service, and they should never know that indeed this is an outsourced service. That service should be seamless to the customer. Another area for you to take into consideration in your service level agreement is open communication lines. Ensure that the lines of communication are clearly articulated, that you know who is responsible for what and who to call upon when need arises on the contractor side and on your side. So there should never be gray areas in that area, because then it will affect decision making on both sides. So the critical success factors are important for you to cover in your service level agreement, and hence the need for you to pay attention to how your service level agreement in your contract is drawn out, because this at the end of the day will determine the success of the delivery of the outsourced service. Until next time, this is your business advisor, Sheila Kariuki.